Hello and welcome to kicking off my new Football Manager beta save with Blackburn Rovers FC of the Championship, voted by you. So here it is. I've just loaded up the game. I've loaded some other leagues in, and I think it's a medium database. I've made my profile, which was very interesting. I'll show you him in a minute. I haven't even looked at my mail yet. I mean, come on. But I'm just going to go quickly through the background of the club, as this episode is going to be like an intro to Blackburn itself, and I'll do another episode about initial thoughts on the game. So Blackburn were formed in 1875. That was 140 years ago for all you mathematicians, even though that is not hard maths. They did win the Premier League, not the English top division, but the Premier League in 1994 to 1995 season, with Kenny Dalglish as their manager and their top striker as Alan Shearer, when he signed in 1992 for 3.5 million, a record at the time. But recent years they've kind of, dropped off a bit, as big clubs do, sadly, at the moment. I mean, yeah, so you got Leeds in the Championship as well, so Blackburn are kind of like a team that just slowly dropped off, sadly. So they've been in the Championship since 2012-11 season, after they lost to Wigan on the penultimate day of the season. That got them relegated, and they've been in the Championship ever since. So that's all I've got written down here, but let's see what Football Manager can tell us about Blackburn, as, you know what, Football Manager is like a football wiki. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, let's go to the club. This is all the same, it looks all the same. So this is their league history. So, as you can see recently, they've been in the Championship. Gotta love the Championship. I love the Championship. In the first season of the Championship, they finished 17th, not very good at all. And then they got 8th and 9th in recent seasons. I think that's because they got Gary Bowyer, is it? Or Lee Bowyer? I can't remember. I always get confused, because actually one of them played for the club as well, which is even more confusing. But he seems to be good at doing a good job at the moment, getting them solid places. And of course, last season they did beat Swansea in the FA Cup, so let's just breeze over that quickly, as we don't really want to know about that. Let's go have a look at general history. Yep, they were founded, as I said, in 1875. Their nicknames are the Rovers, ironically. I mean, yeah, could have predicted. Their reputation is 3 stars, not bad for a Championship side. I mean, if we do get promoted, they will slowly go up. Our media prediction is 17th. 17th? That's harsh. That is really harsh. But anyways, moving on, we have rivalries. Fierce rivals are Burnley, local, and other rivals are Bolton, Preston, Blackpool, and Man United. So there's going to be 3 teams there that we play in the Championship season. So there's going to be a bit of a punch-up. Hopefully not punch-up, but there's going to be a bit of a feisty games going on, which is great. And we actually do have a derby. We have a derby. I love derbies. The East Lancashire derby versus Burnley. So that should be something to look forward to. Finances, I've just read here. We are secure, but we are under a transfer embargo due to happy to stay to breach of financial regulations, which I don't know what that means. I think that might be a bit of a typo, but I guess it's trying to say that we breach finances somewhere, and that means we can't buy anyone for a while. So that's a bit disappointing, but it adds to the fun, because now we have to try and not sign anyone. But I will hopefully give you a little snippet of what it might be to sign someone on the game. We have a estimated value of 34 million, but we have a big loan debt. We haven't been dealing with any sharks, have we? I mean, oh God, I hope we're not. Well, that's 151 million. That's really bad. Average ticket price is 23, which is not bad, actually. The average season ticket price is 315, which is not bad at all. Season ticket holders there are 10,800 of them, loyal supporters. Not all the supporters of Blackburn are loyal, but yeah. The legends, I recognise a few people there. Icons, there's a lot of icons, really. I mean, look, you got Tim Sherwood. I think he was in the team that won the Premier League. Alan Shearer, Michael Sargaldo, Friedel, David Dunn. Gotta love David Dunn. Absolutely brilliant player. He sadly left Blackburn this season. Oh, Christopher Sambers in their favourite personnel. I mean, look at his strength. 20 strength. Scary. It's actually scary. Paul Robson. Again, another player that's left this season. Again, 35. Sorry, just had to do that. Benny McCarthy. Apparently was overweight when he left. Oh no, he's now a coach. So that's the general facilities. They play at Ewood Park, 31,000, basically all-seater stadium. It was built in 1882 and rebuilt in 1994. It's owned by the club, which is very good. We have, let's have a look, average corporate facilities, superb training facilities, superb youth facilities, youth level 1, average junior coaching and above average youth recruitment. So that means we're going to be getting some good players, hopefully. We can look forward to that. How regens work on the game. Our affiliated clubs are Accrington Stanley, Fleetwood, and then Pune FC of the Indian National Football League. So I think that's what kind of link is it? Oh, we're going to play a season friendly each year. And the presence of Blackburn in India will be a major benefit to merchandising sales. Oh, I guess this is a new thing. India have now become one of those countries where I guess if you buy one of their players, or you can affiliate your team with a club in India, and it does the same as to like Japan and India does, not in China does. So that's a new feature, I guess. History. Let's have a look at the history of Blackburn as Football Manager says it. They have won the English Premier Division 3 times. That I think the first 2 times in 1942 and 1912 even was the First Division, obviously. English FA Cup 6 times. Oh, no, I wouldn't have said that. Maybe a few times, but 6 times. That's quite an achievement. They've won the Sky Bet Championship. They've won the Capital One Cup, and they have won the Sky Bet League 1. Why did I say 2? My mind's gone blank. Sorry. They've won the English Community Shield and the English Full Members Cup, which I'm not sure what it is, but if you can comment down below if you know, I'm not sure really. Landmarks, there won't be any records. Oh, let's have a quick look at this. The highest position ever was first in the Premier League, and the lowest was 13th in the Sky Bet League 1 in 1974. Highest attendance was 62,000. I mean, dangerous, very dangerous. And their lowest was 2,161 against Wimbledon in the Capital One Cup. Biggest win was over Middlesbrough 9-0 in 1954. Biggest defeat was 8-0 in 1933 to Arsenal, and the highest scoring game was 5-8 versus Derby on the 6th of September 1890. So lots has changed since then. Hopefully, we don't want to be conceding that many goals, but I wouldn't mind scoring that many. Their highest transfer fee paid was $8 million for Jordan Rhodes. He's going to be so key for us this save from Huddersfield on the 30th of August 2012, and the highest was received was $18 million for Rocky Santa Cruz. Was it that much? Well, I mean, that wasn't a very good Santa's gift. That was a really bad joke, but, you know, he never really went on to fulfill his full potential. Most appearances for the club was Derek Fazakali, is that how we pronounce it, with 596. Top goal scorer was Ted Harper, 43 goals from 1926 to 27. Fastest goal was Chris Sutton, 13 seconds. Most goals in the match, Tommy Briggs, 7. Oldest goal scorer was 38 years old, 98 days, to Guy Kamoglu, I think I remember him, in the Premiership in 2009 against Portsmouth. Most league goals for the club was Simon Garner. Anything else? No, not really. So that's Blackburn, as told by me and Football Manager. If I missed out anything, maybe you can comment it in the comment section. It just gives me a bit more knowledge, and other people maybe a bit more knowledge, so you can do that if you want. Let's have a look at moi. Let's have a look at me then, my profile. So that is my ugly map, or not exactly my ugly map, that's the closest representation I could skits. I mean, I don't have brown coloured eyebrows. I don't have pink lips, and I do have glasses, but they're not there, obviously. But yeah, I like it. I like it, but I think the graphics could be a tiny bit better. But I do like it because I think I'm wearing a what do you say, a coat, which is not a coat, but a fabric coat. I don't know how do you pronounce it. A long coat, not like Arsene Wenger's, but do you remember Paulo Sousa? Don't know if you do, but a coat like his. These are my coaching and mental attributes. If you want to take a gaze there, I always go for more of a tactical manager, even though I put my reputation up to Sunday League and my coaching badge up to Continental Pro, because that's how I like to think I got there. Like, I did all my coaching badges, but I have no past playing experience, basically. I'm of course a bit Welsh, and I'm mainly English. That's the formation I chose to have as my preferred formation. I don't know if I'll be using it this year, but that's one of my favourites. Information, yeah, that's it. I don't speak fluent Spanish, nor do I speak fluent Welsh. I think the only thing I can speak in Welsh is Boradar, which means good morning, I think, and Araf, which means slow. But that's me babbling on. So, what else? You might want to have a look at the squad. This is the squad we have this season. Won't be many changes, maybe a few players out if we have to, but not. I don't think we can actually even buy anyone. So this is the squad we'll be having all season. I'll go quickly through that now. Jason Steele, great keeper, 24 years old. He used to play for Middlesbrough. He's been with Blackburn for a while now, but not number one. I'm a big fan. Hopefully you are. David Raya of Spain. I think he is Spanish. Yep, he is Spanish. He looks brilliant as well. 19 years old, still got lots of potential. He was out on loan to Southport last season, and looking at his stats, he looks pretty good. Maybe he's got a bit higher eccentricity, but he looks good. Adam Henley, a Welshman, 21 years old. I don't know if he's played for the full Welsh team, but he looks really good. I mean, he's got the whole shebang, and he's got pace. He's an explosive fullback, which I've never heard that media description before, but he would fit the bill. Then we have Tommy Spur, 27 years old. He looks like a solid defender, solid left back. Probably be our starting, because he's more defensively keen, and he's got a bit more to him. I think he did play for Doncaster and Sheffield Wednesday in his past. He is worth 1.8 million. He looks great. Then we come on to Marcus Olsson, one of the brothers, the Swedish. He's very sweet. No, he's Swedish. Again, he is explosive, but he's not media description explosive, but I would call him explosive, as he has 17 pace for a left back. I mean, we're not short of left backs, really. Maybe we're short of a right back, but we are actually short of a right back. Oopsies. Then in our centre back roles, we have Matthew Killigan, who is a limited centre back. Really, he looks really good. He's got all right strength, all right physicals. I mean, he could have some more technicals and mentals, but he's 31 years old. He'll do a job as backup, most likely. He's got some Premier League experience. I can't say I can actually remember him in the Premier League, but he was obviously there at some point. Grant Hanley, captain, I think. He is a beast, and I actually do love this man as a centre-back. He is just the type of centre-back we need to see more of. He's not your typical technical centre-back, which we all know and love, but he is a solid, meaty centre-back, you could say. Yeah, strong centre-back. He's got 17 strength, 20 aggression, 20 bravery. I can't praise this guy enough. He's been very useful, and I think he can become a Premier League player. Then we have Shane Duffy, who is Irish. Again, he is a strong centre-back. Not as strong as Grant Hanley, but he's still up there. And then our last one is Dara Lenihan, who is got lots of potential as a centre-back or even a centre defensive midfield, depending on where we want to play him. I might send him on loan, depends. Or we might keep him as a rotation, as he does actually look quite good. He's got good tackling and alright physicals for his age. And then we come on to midfield. We got Lee Williamson, a centre defensive midfielder from Jamaica, who's 33 years old. He's got lots of experience, as it says, an experienced midfielder. Has he played in the Prem? He has played in the Prem, but he's most suited to playing in the Championship. So, with his stats, he'll be a good rotation, most likely. Corey Evans, another big fan. I am a big fan of Corey Evans, the Northern Irishman, 24 years old. Got lots of potential still. He can play a lot anywhere on the pitch. He's got the stats to play as a creative midfielder. He's got the stats to play as a defensive midfielder. He's just, an all-round midfielder. So he's 24 years old, and he's played for Northern Ireland 29 times? Yes. So, that's him. And Hope Akpan. I'm a big fan of Hope Akpan. I haven't seen him play in ages, though, since he was released by Reading. And he's got some really good physicals. I mean, his technicals and mentals really do need to improve, but he'll be another good rotation. Who do you have? Jason Lowe, who has... I swear we just have loads of aggressive players on our books. We just got loads. I mean, look, he's got aggression, bravery, strength. Another tackling midfielder, you could say. I mean, we're going to be physical. Ben Marshall is our first winger. He can play on both sides and through the middle. He is best as a winger, though. Look at that. He's got free kick taking. Yay! He's not very pacey, but he's an all-rounder. I'm going to look forward to using him. He's a good all-rounder. Yeah. That's all about him. Danny Guthrie. What's his long shots? Where's his long shots? Only 10? That's sad. Because he scored loads of good goals for Reading. Anyways, this is Danny Guthrie. Solid midfielder, a bit like Corey Evans, but maybe a bit less good, you could say. Craig Conway, another player that I'm really looking forward to be using. He's a really good Ramdeuter, apparently. He's got very good stamina, alright pace, but look at those mentals. Determination's great, teamwork, work rate. He's going to be just brilliant. I mean, maybe his defensive technicals could be better, but he's not meant to be a right back or a proper midfielder. He's supposed to be with that midfielder that you look to get the ball to in the area. Chris Taylor, who is 28 years old, I might be selling him because at first looks I'm not a big fan. He doesn't have good pace. He's not really got a lot to him. I mean, he's played for Blackburn before, but I'm not a big fan. First look. John O'Sullivan, Irish, 21 years old, got a lot of room to develop. He can play anywhere in the forward half of the pitch. Not sure really. He may work his way into team, but not sure at midfield. Maybe on the wing. I might train him to go in the wing because I think he's better on the wing because he's already got like 13 dribbling. And passing's alright for the wing, and technique and pace again. So I might train him to go in the wing. Tom Lawrence on loan from Leicester, a Welshman again, who looks really good as a AMC. I'm not sure I'm going to be using him there. I might use him as a striker and train him up as a striker because I don't know if I'm going to be using an AMC, but he looks very good. And if he does play well for us, I might see him joining us on a permanent basis. Chris Brown, first striker, 30 years old, target man. That's all you need to know about him. Again, a bit aggressive and a bit more of a team player. 17 strength as well. What did they say? He's a striker, fairly determined. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. Get hypnotised by him. Jordan Rhodes, best player of Blackburn, or one of the best players at Blackburn, has scored so many goals. 72 in 134 and overall 154 in 291 in his lifetime. What a beast. Look at those stats. I'm surprised he isn't at the Premier League yet. I want to see him in the Prem, so hopefully we can get Blackburn to the Prem so we can see him in the Prem. But, brilliant. We can just look at his stats all day. Oh my god, he's just brilliant. Nathan Delfonso. He's been around the block a bit. I mean, Aston Villa, Coventry, Blackpool. He's been everywhere. He's never settled and he's never become the striker that we all wanted him to be. He's a bit like Luke Moore, just not doing a lot. I think Luke Moore's in Toronto now, but yeah, alright. And then Fodu Koita, who is a Ghanaian 24-year-old striker. And look at that pace, look at that physicals, look at the heading. Oh, yes, this is my type of target man. He's got pace, but he's got lots of strength. We're going to be using him a lot, I think. as a strike partner for Jordan Rhodes. He's not that prolific as a goal scorer, but I can see him more as a playmaker type striker, if there is such a thing. Because this episode has gone on so long, I shall end it here, and I shall end it here, and in the next episode we'll go through what's changed in the beta and read some through my mail. So I've been the Philosopher 24. This is Blackburn Rovers. I'm out.